talk about it. Fighting the funk. I woke up this morning in a bad mood. My alarm clock didn't go off, and I woke up late for a business meeting and had to call them and reschedule. It was horrible. And then I get back home and I started on my animation project, and I realized that my computer didn't have the capabilities to do the project that I needed to do, so that I was going to have to start this project that I've been working on for days and days and days from scratch. So, just in a terrible mood. So I wanted to make this episode, plus I got a call from one of my really closest friends telling me about a funk that he was in. And so I wanted to take this episode and talk about how to fight your way out of this funk, out of this feeling that you get when sometimes you're down. You know, not all days are going to be happy-go-lucky days. You're not going to be chipper all the time. And so how do you move beyond that so that while you're in these times when you're kind of bummed or whatever, how do you move on and still have the capability to do the things that you want to do? And I think that there's some very simple steps that you can take to do that. I think the first thing that you need to do is stop. If you're in the middle of a funk, that's what I did when I woke up this morning. I literally shot up out of bed. I was like, the lights are too bright, found my phone, it was off, and I knew I was late. And so what I did was I felt myself going into a panic, and I just paused for a second and took a deep breath because that's what you have to do. You have to stop, take a deep breath, and remove yourself and realize that the situation that you're going through is usually a temporary situation, and it's usually something that you can breathe through. And the effects, I'm saying this for day-to-day funks, maybe not for, like big things that are happening in your life, but for the day-to-day little things that throw us, usually it's not as big of a deal as we're making it into. It's not the end of the world. So you have to stop, take a breath, and realize that this moment isn't the only moment in time, and that you'll be fine, once this is over. And usually, Marie Forleo says this thing that I love. She's one of my favorite business people, by the way. You should go look at her. But she says this thing: everything is figure outable. And I always say, anything is possible. You can always overcome things. You need to stop saying I can't and say how can I, that sort of thing. So you step back, stop, breathe, and remember that everything is doable. You can overcome this. Then after you take a walk or whatever, the next step is to take action. A lot of times I feel like when we do get in a funk, we tend to curl up in a ball in a fetal position and just think on the things that are wrong. And that is not how you do it, because if you do that, you're just going to be stuck in that fetal position. You're never going to want to get out. And so the best thing to do after you pause and remove yourself for a second is to take some action. So what are you going to do? Okay, I'm late to a meeting. Oh, this paper is late. If you're in school, something went wrong at work, something went wrong here, my kids are acting crazy. What are you going to do? So after you breathe for a second, think about the next action that you can take. And then as soon as you possibly can, take that action. So for example, when I found out that my animation crashed today, which sucked, I'm still mad about it. I went and stopped for a second, took a shower, gave myself a little time because I needed more than just a moment of breath. Took a shower, and then I realized, okay, if I do this, this, and this, then I can salvage some of it. And if that doesn't work, then I'll be able to do this step. So I made a plan and then took action immediately. It made me feel a lot better. And that's what you have to do. The thing that you can't do when you're in a funk is stay in that funk. The thing is, those are almost always inside your mind. This is a longer one than I usually do. Those are always inside of your mind. And so you have to kind of step back, and remember that you are better than the situation that you're going through. You are more powerful than the things that are going wrong. So those are the 2 steps in order to get out of a funk. Relax. Take a deep breath, stop, and then take action. Move forward. Do something. And I guarantee that if you do those 2 actions, you will feel better and you will climb your way out of that funk. Yes. Hey you guys, thank you for watching the 17th ever episode of Normus, the daily video blog where I talk to you guys about life, love, and how we can get bigger. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up or share it. Sharing is even better than thumbs up. And you know what's even better than sharing? Comments. I love to hear from you guys. So, put a comment down there. Love it. I love the comments. They're the best. My name is Amber Lee, and I am here to tell you that life is too short to be small. I'm winking a lot. What is up with that? Oh my God.